Right, so what I want you to do is we're going to do 4 rounds of these cars. So we're going to start with our global spine cars. To do cars, we want to tense and irradiate our entire body. So we're going to kind of contract and tighten everything. I'm going to take a bit of a wider stance. We're going to cross those arms and we're going to come down, curling, crunching until you feel the stretch in the lower back. I don't want the hips to sway. So I want this curling, crunching, but the hips and bum tight. When you reach the bottom, we're gonna start to rotate on an axis. Drop the right shoulder to the hip. Start to go back. Keep the butt tight. Squeeze all the way around. Over, drop. So side bend to the left. Curling around to the front and up. We're gonna reverse now. So curling down, rotating, show from the side, all the way to your end range of rotation. Super slow, super controlled, focusing on feeling it in your lower back. Bum tight, protect, and only go to the range you currently have. Good. And down. We're gonna do pelvic cars. We're gonna do that with a nice bit of a squat, so quarter squat here. We're gonna hike one hip up, and then the other hip up. And then we're gonna go up to the other side, and down, and we're gonna tuck our pelvis and go around. So this is called pelvic cars, where we go hike one hip up, arch the back, hike the other hip up, then we tuck the pelvis under. I'm going to show you from the side. You're going to go both ways reversing. So tuck under, right hip up. But I just want you to feel, so you're going from arch and knot, trying to get motion through those hips and pelvis there, right? Next step is your cat camel. So we're going to go down on all fours in a cat camel position. I'm going to just show you from the side. What I want with this is it's very deliberate to be here. So we're gonna tuck that pelvis under, super slow. So segmentally, I'm gonna untuck, and I want the lower back only to move. And focus on controlling that. And we come up to the top. So obviously the rest of the spine follows, but I want it to be low back. So I'm gonna tuck the lower back first while my upper back stays where it is. Once I eke out all the range of my lower back extension, then the rest follows. I'm gonna hold an extension here. I'm gonna untuck my pelvis and tuck it under. Arch the back, going up and down. Sideline hip cars, you're gonna be lying on your side. I'm gonna show you from the side here. We're gonna bring one hip right up. We're gonna then bring that hip out. When we reach that range here, so amount of abduction or hip coming out, we then internally rotate and reach our foot back. Good, and around. Then come down towards the floor, meet your other leg. Reverse that, so extend the hip, open the hip, pull that hip back up and around. Same thing on the other side. Good. We're gonna pull that hip up, open that hip, internally rotate when you reach your limit. Keep reaching back, stay on your side, keep everything tight. Cars, tension 24%. Reverse that, so foot goes straight back, extend the hip, open the hip, really slow here, over and around. So that's 4 exercises: global spine cars, pelvic cars, twisting around, cat camel segmental, and then your last one, which is your sideline hip cars. I want you to do a set of 4 of each of those. Okay, so one way and the other way is 1 rep. Okay, so that's your starting warm up.